on with me this morning. I heard some good things about how things went for you on the last couple of storms that you worked for us, and I just wanted to take a couple of minutes I won't take very long. I just want to take a couple of minutes to get some feedback from you, some stuff that maybe we can use for social media, for Just You and for Mid-America regarding you guys' experience with both. Now, I guess my first question is, what classes did y'all take with us? I think you took the 101 class, is that right?
Yes, sir.
And did you also get your Texas license through us, or did you already have that?
We already had that.
Yeah.
Okay. So you had already gotten your Texas license, and then you came and took the 101 class. Tell me what that experience was like for you, as far as what benefits you feel like you might have gained from it, or what were the best aspects of it. What was the 101 class like for the two of you?
You first.
Well, positive of it was Jonathan. He was great. Very different from the instructor that we had for the licensing class. Patient, explained everything wonderfully.
Yeah, Jonathan and Paul were both fantastic. We had the opportunity to meet with some of the other staff at Mid-AMCAT. As a whole, the class itself, it gives you a snapshot of Xactimate. You're certainly not going to come out of the class as a well-seasoned veteran adjuster, but it does give you some good insight as to how to interact with Xactimate and go out and actually start making some money doing this.
Right. So after you took the class, what was your path after that? What happened next as far as getting your career kind of on the right path?
Watched more videos. During the Xactimate 101 class, at the end, Jonathan had a previous student, seasoned adjuster, come in and just give his thoughts on the atmosphere at Mid-AMCAT and the industry as a whole. And I recognized as the potential to utilize that fella as a training aid for future reference. And so he lived here in the Dallas area. He's very involved with Mid-AMCAT, and I started going out with him on live claims, just putting in the reps. That's probably one of the most important things as far as right after you take the class, to start putting in the reps. Don't just take the class and assume that you know what you're doing. You need to continue on with Xactimate. As I said, the class is very good at giving you a good snapshot to start with, getting your feet wet into it, but you definitely need to put in the reps. Otherwise, if you happen to get called out on a storm and you haven't practiced it, if you just went home and put Xactimate down, then you're going to have a very difficult time.
Yeah. So you jumped right in and kind of became proactive as far as setting yourself up as a mentee and getting a mentor to ride along with. And I assume you would have, even though that wasn't necessarily a paying gig, it provided you the foundation you needed, so when the opportunity came, you'd be ready, or more ready to succeed. What were the dates that you guys attended 101? Was it
back in February of 24?
February of 24. So we're moving pretty quickly here, because we're not in a new calendar year. So you guys have already gotten your feet wet on how many storms have you worked with Mid-America since then?
So we started working claims at the tail end of the hail season here in the Dallas area. And then Hurricane Beryl came through, and when that came through, I believe that the possibly the adjuster that was generally worked claims in East Texas actually went to the storm area And we got dispatched to the East Texas area to handle that. And there was quite a few claims out there. So we're very fortunate in that we did get to handle those East Texas claims, because soon afterwards was the hurricanes in Florida and Georgia. We dispatched out to Georgia and worked 2 different areas over a period of about a month and 4 days. And
How many carriers did you work for while you were in Georgia? Were you committed to just one carrier, or did you work for a couple of different ones?
Just you guys. We received calls from others, but we stayed with Mid-Am.
One carrier.
One carrier and one IA firm.
Yes, that's correct. That's correct.
No.
Now, how many claims would you say you worked on that Georgia deployment? Do you have any idea?
There was roughly 80.
80 claims.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good storm. And how long were you on the storm?
A month and 3 or 4 days.
80 claims in a month. That's not bad for a couple of rookies. That's pretty good. That's flying along pretty well. So you guys work as a tandem, right? You handle the claims together?
That's correct.
So I assume one of you is scoping and the other's writing. Is that pretty much how it goes?
That's correct.
Do you feel like that made you more efficient than you might have been each doing your own thing?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely. We learned a lot in the hurricanes in Georgia. Working together helps a lot, especially starting out. Even if you weren't a husband and wife team, if you were just a team of 2 people,
right.
I would definitely encourage it. Like I say, there's no way to teach what you learn when you go and actually work a storm. I mean, you can prepare for it, but you do learn a lot that's unforeseen in a classroom setting for certain.
Right. So the combination of the classroom education plus the experience, the experience is invaluable as well.
Yeah, it'd be difficult to do it without one or the other for certain.
Right. So if you had it to do over again, would you take the same path?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So if you let's say you're offering advice to someone who's obviously, you guys kind of made a change in your lives, right? Kind of in the middle. A lot of us do. I don't know if I spoke to the class that you were in, but usually when I speak to a class, I usually tell them that this is what I like to call the accidental career. Most of us kind of stumble into it, right? We don't grow up dreaming of being adjusters, but we learn about it somewhere along the way, and it offers a new direction or a new path. If someone's thinking about making a change in their career, what's the best piece of advice that you guys could give them based on your experience so far?
From the get-go, I mean, it's not a half-hearted ordeal. You will fail miserably if you go at it half-heartedly. You either go all in or nothing. And when you set that in your sights, get as many reps in as possible right after you get your license in your class. Introduction to Xactimate, because I can't stress to somebody enough how if you don't put in some reps before you get out there on a storm, you're going to be very, very discouraged.
Let me ask you one more question. Did you guys utilize any of the support network that we provide on the storms? Did you use the help room or any of the other support tools that Mid-America makes available to you?
Oh yeah, we didn't actually make it into one of the support rooms, but we had Jonathan and Paul on speed dial and email and text. They're always available, and it was great.
Jonathan, Paul, Mattia, and one of your previous students, Chandler Palmer, has been a tremendous amount of help.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. We're really we're really proud of you guys. When I get feedback from account managers, really positive feedback about the work that Adjust You students have done on a storm, it makes it makes my day, my week, my year. So you guys have really been reported to me as shining examples of what can be done if you do it right. I like what you said. It's a wholehearted effort. You can't really hedge your bet too much. If you're going to do it, you got to be all in.
That's right.
But are you glad you did it?
Absolutely.
Very glad.
Yeah.
Well, we are too. And I look forward to seeing you guys down the road, and maybe you'll be the next mentor for an Adjust You student.
That would be great.
It'd be fantastic. Spoke to Jonathan recently about that very thing.
Good deal. That's awesome. Well, I'm sure maybe I'll be reaching out to you as well. Maybe since you're in the DFW area, swinging by on one of these classes just to give a little word of encouragement to the next batch of students.
Be happy to.
All right. You guys have a great day. Thank you for your time. We really appreciate you, and we're proud of you.
Thank you,
All right.
Gene.
Thanks,
Talk
Gene.
to you soon.
All right.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.